I hope your vibes are already sky high, but if they're not, I hope that I can offer some energy to bring them up, if even just a little bit. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, please make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button. Give the bell a few kisses. You don't want to miss any of this content that's created to help you with your mental health or help you help others. It's also the best way to support that mission of shattering the mental health stigma and the best way to support the channel. Today, I'm going to be reacting to The Call by Matt Kennon, not to be confused with The Call from the Backstreet Boys. I know that song. I love that song. I don't know this song. I don't know this artist, but Joel Davidson from my band stream, he's one of my subscribers. He jumped on my Friday stream and pledged to help with my mental health outreach. So this is my thank you in reacting to a song of his choice. So make sure you check out those live streams. We just chat about mental health, talk about where we're at, some insights, some fun, laughs, cries, whatever. But it's a little bit different than my Patreon. My Patreon is an ongoing way to support my mental health outreach projects. If you haven't had a chance to do so, please make sure to check that out. Link is in the description. Every single dime goes toward my mental health outreach. You get to jump on multiple intimate little Zoom calls with me every month and hang out. You get priority song requests. You get an exclusive sneak peek at the content for my channel, as well as exclusive reactions and content that I only post for my Patreons, behind the scenes stuff, personalized stuff, and so much more. So make sure to check that out. But today, I'm going to be doing Matt Kennon, The Call. But now the Backstreet Boys is in my head, so that's going to be fun.
Today was gonna be the day. He'd already wrote the note and parked that Chevrolet at the end of that dead-end road. Had his finger on the trigger, just about to end everything. He was taking one last long breath when he heard his cell phone ring. And his best friend said, "Man, where you been? We're heading down to the lake this weekend. You better not miss it, 'cause buddy, I swear it won't be the same if you ain't there." And I told that girl that you liked so much, you were coming along and her eyes lit up. I better let you go, man, I really hope I didn't get you in the middle of anything. He said you kinda did, but I don't mind at all. I'm glad you called.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that sigh of relief right there. His friend was his jester. If you don't know the context of that, I was on the ledge of a Canadian hotel room back in 2018, was ready to jump in it all, completely done, completely overwhelmed. I had no idea what to do or how to keep fighting, and Breaking the Habit by Linkin Park came on just outside my hotel room door in a French-speaking province. It was super weird, but it wasn't weird. It was meant to be, and it gave me the energy to keep fighting and to keep going, because I just knew that I wasn't meant to jump. And I've been that for people. I found out much later that I was the person that called, and I called at just the right time and thwarted a tragedy, you know? Well, it's so frequent for individuals to mask their symptoms or mask their hurt and their suffering and their struggles. It's really, really important that we watch for the subtle signs that something could be up and that you need to call and check in. And that can be that their personality is changing, that they seem more irritable, that they start withdrawing from things, either people or just hobbies and things that they really cared about. They might start feeling hopeless or expressing that they're feeling hopeless. Just reach out to remind people how special they are and remind them of their worth. You know, we often think that we have to solve people's problems, when really we just need to remind them of their own strength beneath those symptoms of depression, that's going to really help them dive deep and find the solutions, because it's already in them. The solutions to their struggles are already inside them. They just have to remember their own strengths so that they can find them.
In another town down the road, in the backseat of a car, two 18-year-olds had let a kiss go too far. He said, how we gonna have this child when we're both headed off to school? He convinced her late one night, there's only one thing to do. She was scared to death in that waiting room when the nurse asked, how far along are you? She said 5 weeks, and just about then her phone lit up and his call came in saying, baby, I was wrong about everything. I've already bought you a diamond ring. We're gonna start a life. Would you be my wife? Boy or girl, pink or blue, yeah, either way. All she could say as she felt those teardrops fall, I'm so glad you called.
Shit. Well, shit, their universe. I'm kidding. A dose of my own lesson, I guess. Before that, when you said an intention to that you're gonna confront trauma, that you're gonna heal, that you're gonna process emotions. What does the universe do? It gives you, showers you with opportunities to do that. And here we are. Here we are. I've kind of avoided this on the channel because it's so damn polarizing, but I guess here we go. Y'all know I was that girl on the ledge, so y'all know that I was like the boy in the first part of the video, where I was ready to be done and I was ready to end everything. That song came on. That was my call. I was also the girl in the waiting room. And let me tell you, the fact that I never got that phone call, the fact that no one ever stood up for me or protected me or loved me in probably the most critical, crucial hour of my life, it left me with some deep-seated insecurities, self-worth issues, and massive amounts of trauma that clearly I'm still dealing with surrounding everything pregnancy related. And in the last couple weeks, I really cracked down and said, okay, I'm gonna start confronting this, and I'm gonna start healing this, and I'm gonna start dealing with this, because I didn't realize until recently that all of this was there and it's freaking kicked up by other things. But I take no public stance on abortion because I don't think it's a political or a social issue. It's far more personal than that, and it can have a number of mental health implications, especially if it's something that circumstance pigeonholes you into or something that people coerce you into. I remember hearing once that a woman wants an abortion like an animal in a trap wants to chew off its own leg, and that's pretty accurate. And while I don't think marriage or any of that is necessary, especially for 18-year-olds, I think that there's a lot of girls out there waiting for that call. wish I would have got it.
If someone you know is weighing on your mind and needs a friend on the other end of the line, don't hesitate. What you say may seem so small, but who knows? They might be glad you called.
Yeah, they might.
So make the call. Yeah, make that call.
Well, that took a turn real fast. But you really never know who's waiting for your call and who needs you. I always list mental health resources in the descriptions of my videos. For anyone who might be watching this that's waiting for that call because you're in the waiting room or you're waiting for your appointment and you just want to get as far away from that situation as humanly possible, I'm going to list some unbiased resources for you as well in the description, but I'll be your call. This is a judgment-free zone, you guys know that. I'm not going to judge you no matter what your stances are, what your experiences are, I'm not gonna judge you for any of that, and I hope that you can hold space for me, too. I mean, we all have skeletons, obviously. We all have things that we struggle with, or things we regret, or we don't, whatever. I don't think that anyone should feel a certain way about things, so that's not my, my place. Some people will make you feel like your life doesn't matter. Why not? But screw them. Screw them, screw them, screw them. Let my videos and my community here be that call to remind you otherwise. Because I see every single damn one of you and I care if your light goes out. Alright? And I want you to know how much you mean to me and how much this channel, I know it can be difficult to see people cry these days, right? Because we're not open about that. And that's what this channel exists for, is breaking that stigma. Look, I have a lot of trauma surrounding everything pregnancy related. And it's created deep-seated issues of why am I not good enough? And I tell people all the time, logistically, I know that I'm just as worthy as every other person out there. I get it. And I believe that, but there's some times where, you know, the voices get the best of me too, and say in this video, I'm gonna have to go have a conversation with my shadow after this, and have a conversation with some of my skeletons, and dive a little deeper. But it's part of this process, like I said. I wanted to tackle it, and here we are. But I want every single one of you to tell at least one person today what they mean to you, or why they're special, or something they've taught you, or something they've helped you through. I want you to do that right now, because I think if everybody that's watching this video does that, that it will help at least one person. I always say to share. Damn it. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to post this video, so I mean, if you're watching this, then I did, but I'm so scared right now. I didn't see that coming. And I'm scared because I don't want everyone to hate me. And I don't want... I didn't want to go there, I didn't want to do this. But you know what? I think there's some other people out there that needed it, and I know I did. I know this could be a big part of my journey forward through this trauma, but I always say share your mental health stories here in the comments. Please do that. Please come here in this judgment-free zone. If anybody judges you, I'll boot them. I'll block them. But please come here in this judgment-free zone and share your stories, good, bad, and crazy. But I want to extend another offer. If you have had an unplanned pregnancy, whether that ended in abortion or adoption or parenting, whatever the case is, I know that all of those situations can bring about struggles and trauma and feelings of inadequacy and feelings of guilt or something. I mean, there's so many feelings that come with all of those things. And I mean, there can be positive feelings too with each of them, but I just want you to know that you can share whatever those feelings are here. I am not going to judge you. I have no affiliations, none of that. Like, I really encourage you to share your story here because I know it could be a hard one to talk about, but this is a good opportunity for us as a community. So please feel free to share their stories here as part of the mental health conversation because it's a big part and it has its own stigmas. So please feel free to share that as well and share this video because I guarantee you there's some people that need to see it. Give this video a thumbs up. And I really, really love you guys.